Pacific Island Film Festival. It's going to be taking over the Big Island on September 18th to the 21st in New York City.
That's right, a lot to look forward to, and so much connections with Hawaii and New York City. We want to welcome in right now Kim Taylor-Reese and Gerard Elmore. Welcome into the show, guys.
Well, thanks for having us.
Very excited to have you guys here. So we're in the third annual, right? Pacific Island Film Festival. What is this all about?
Yeah. In New York, we bring in the filmmakers from around the Pacific, all the Pacific Islands, and we show their films. I think right now there's about 25 films that will be screening. Wow. Yeah, and it's, I mean, from all over, so it's really great, and it's really an honor to be able to work with them at like the Met and the Smithsonian and Lincoln Center.
I know, you're already repping the hat right there.
I know, yeah, well, we did a thing with them earlier. But yeah, it's really great for us to be able to give the filmmakers from the Pacific, exposure in New York City, and at the same time give the people in New York City a little more exposure, and they get to learn a little bit more about the indigenous filmmakers here in the Pacific.
That's amazing, and it's so important to get an exposure, especially with Chief of War happening. That's all people know about at this moment, but also, PIF is bringing a whole new dialogue to that. So Gerard, I want to talk about the events that you guys happening throughout the week. It's a combination of viewings, galas, events. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited. We're partnering up as Ohina Labs and also NMD Network to sort of bring Hawaii there.
Right.
And we're honored. There's Ohina films that are going to be there. And it starts off with a movie and a dinner the first night. And then it rolls into a free community screening at the Smithsonian for the American Indian. And there's a community screening of The Mountain from Aotearoa. It's absolutely free, so anyone from the public can check it out. Then after that, there'll be a panel where I'm honored to be a part of with two rock stars, I believe a little bit more, but Pa'a from Chief of War, Aaron Perron from Sundance, and someone that is going to represent the Smithsonian. So I think it'll be a lively talk about indigenous futures, and then it rolls into the actual films at the Angelica at East Village. And there's going to be a gala on Sunday, and that's going to be Chief of War centric. ICANN is involved as well.
Oh yeah.
And that you know ICANN very well.
I did. ICANN does such a wonderful job at really empowering the narratives of local storytellers, actors, directors, producers. But obviously, with it being called the Pacific Island Film Festival, some incredible films. Let's touch on a few of the screenings people can expect, because these are kind of the pre-shows for, hopefully they'll be at HIF later. Yeah.
Yeah. Locally, there's ones we're really excited about. I'm going to talk about, I have a film that I am working on with Sonny Gannigan, who used to be a representative for Kli. He told a story about Micronesian youth that can't afford housing. And what makes this really cool is this is the first time that we're showing the finished film. And this is special because we are working in partnership with the Hawaii Youth Symphony to score the film. And we believe this is the first time that's ever been done.
That's so cool.
And eventually down the road, we have aspirations of doing this live.
That's so cool. I mean, talking about the multi-layered facet of what a film is. Sometimes people just see the final product, but talking about that, going to film festivals, you can hear the story behind it, right? So what was that name again for the film that you're going to be showcasing?
The Arrangements. And we're excited because the Michael Thomas Fumai, who's a rock star, did the arrangement for the film. So he's a rock star that people don't talk about enough, but he's a rising Pacific talent as well. He's done symphonies for the Hokulea, and to kind of have
so
him,
incredibly talented. Yeah, and then when you think about making all those instruments make one sound in unison, it's really incredible. You mentioned the film that you're going to be participating in, the number of different events. What's taking place at the Smithsonian, though? Like, what is that panel about?
Oh, so it's the indigenous futures. So I believe what we're going to be talking about is the challenges between funding for indigenous and underrepresented voices in this time. How do we move forward? How do we find solutions together? And also, I think Paul will talk to about the importance of indigenous storytelling with Chief of War. We're talking about Chief of War and how important that is for culture here in Hawaii, and how that's groundbreaking and allowing a lot of people to come through the door, including ourselves. We made Kukini, that was at the Smithsonian last year at the same film festival, and we were excited to talk about that. But Chief of War is opening those doors, and with Sundance, they have a native lab, and so they've been supporting a lot of the Hawaii filmmakers, and so it's going to be interesting dialogue and talking about the landscape of indigenous voices, but how do we move forward?
Right, right. It's going to be such an important dialogue and all this and more discussion that's going to be on that panel. So for everyone who wants to maybe go to New York, maybe a vacation, get more tickets, or find out more information on that lineup, where can they go to find out?
Pacific or PIF, NY, New York, PIF.
Right there on your screen.
Pacific,
Scan that
yeah,
code.
yeah.
We don't know that part of it. So we just say, go to the website, check out the Instagram. Yeah, we'll be there. And it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. And again, congratulations to the two of you as well. Two of the real rock stars here for the creative artists in Hawaii. But mahalo for bringing our voices to New York City.
Thank you.
We're excited.
I wanted to acknowledge Leon Van Osdale for the thing that he did with you guys on it was a 5-part series.
Oh yes, and we're also going to put more clips
Oceania.
on Hawaii News Now. There's so much things going on with PIF. There's just too much to talk about here, but we're going to post more information on HiNowDaily.com. We're going to be right back.
Mahalo, guys.
Mahalo.
See you in New York.
Yes. Thank you.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Honolulu Med Spa is going to be celebrating 24 years of being in business here in Hawaii. Here to tell us more is Kate Sexton. Welcome into the show.
Hi, yes, thank you for having us.
We're really excited to have you here. It's a big time milestone for you guys.
It
but
is.
for people who aren't familiar, tell us about Honolulu Med Spa, all the work you guys do.
Yes, so we are a med spa. We do a variety of different things from anti-aging, laser hair reduction, injectables, lots of different things. So we're super excited to be having our event coming up on September 20th to really just celebrate our patients and thank them for supporting us for the 24 years.
Absolutely, and when you think about the term spa and all of the different services, it's changed so much over that time.
Definitely.
What are we doing on the 20th though to celebrate? What's happening?
Yes, so in the morning we are going to be having one-on-one consultations. So this is going to be for our patients to come in. Maybe you don't know what you need or what you want. You'll be able to meet with different providers and kind of discuss that, the more intimate settings. And then from there, you'll be able to check out. We'll have some goodies for you to pick up, things of that nature. And then whenever you check in, the really great thing that we do for our patients is we do valet for this event.
That's convenient.
So yes,
Parking,
everyone,
always helpful.
Exactly. Parking's always a nightmare, so we do complimentary valet. And you'll come in, and especially in the morning, you'll have breakfast, coffee, and do that one-on-one consultation. So whether you're a new patient that has no idea what they want or what they need, we'll be able to help you, or you're a returning patient who kind of wants to dabble in something new.
Okay, very cool. We're mentioning as well, also taking place on 20th, people are going to have an opportunity to kind of do a tour of the facility, right?
Yes.
Kind of being able to navigate and look into the different rooms and the services provided, right?
That's right. So the afternoon, starting at 1 o'clock, we're going to be doing tours. They start about 15 minutes apart, and you'll be able to call us and sign up. And you'll be able to go into each treatment room. We'll be offering different demos such as injectables, lasers, our facials, the aerolase. We'll be talking about hormone replacement therapy. So lots of things going on. And that's going to be in small groups. You'll spend a few minutes in each room. You'll be able to ask those questions, but you'll be able to see a variety of things that you may not know about or may not or have heard about and want to learn more about. So lots of things going on that afternoon. We kind of switch over to our lunch meal. We'll be partnering with a couple local businesses to do some catering, some drinks. So yeah, we're super excited.
In addition to that as well, we're talking about $15,000 worth of different raffles, prizes, giveaways. They aren't live right now, but we do have a sneak peek, right? What do we have over here?
So with every purchase made, or any patient that comes in and makes a purchase with us, you will be getting a goodie bag to take home. So we have some sun hats here, option of colors. We have our cup. We'll have some complimentary skincare samples, and then a fun little fan, because you know we all get hot. And then sunshade is so important. So yeah, every purchase made, you'll get a little goodie bag, and then with a qualifying purchase, you'll get entered into win one of those raffles. So we have a couple different raffles set up, and you'll be able to just go up, read all about them, especially after watching those demos, and put your name in.
This is going to be a wonderful introduction, you guys. There's valet parking, lots of yummy food, good treats as well, and again, a lot of questions. This is the good time to get info as well. How do people do it? It's all happening September 20th. When does the party kick off? When's it all taking place?
Yes, so September 20th on a Saturday, those one-on-one consultations from 9 to 12. And then you can always give us a call or schedule that online. And then for the demos in the afternoon, to be a part of those tours, you can just give us a call, message us on Instagram. We'll get you scheduled.
There you go, Kate. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on 24 years.
Thank you.
Lots to look forward to. Hey, stay with us on High Now Daily. We've got much more coming up after the break.
Aloha, welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Hawaii Technology Development Corporation is a proud sponsor of the Honolulu Tech Week, which helps grow the local tech industry and expand job opportunities across the islands. And here to talk about this week's Hawaii Tech Days is Garrett Yoshimi, the VP of Information Technology and the Chief Information Officer of University of Hawaii. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, happy Tech Week. So let's talk about that. The kickoff is happening this Wednesday on the 10th. So let's talk about that.
Right. It's a big event for us. Tech Week is actually a lot of activities strung together. Actually, a couple of them started already, but this Wednesday is the kickoff. It goes actually in conjunction with Honolulu Tech Week as well.
Right.
So we've got a lot of focus on the activities on Wednesday, some great kickoff events, some great demonstrations, as well as opportunities for students as well as for people that are in the existing workforce.
I love it. So let's talk about Hawaii Tech Days. It's such an important event, not only for maybe students graduating, want to get an internship, but also people in tech positions already and maybe want to find a new position or grab a position in general, right? So this is really available to a lot of different people on the islands.
It is, absolutely. And you know, the thing everybody suffers with is getting enough people to apply for their jobs and qualified people.
Really?
Tech Week and the effort by all of our employees together are about finding and making sure we have competitive, highly qualified local candidates for every single opening in Hawaii.
I love it. You know, a lot of these tech guys, they're online already, but sometimes it's really valuable to come on first, gets that face-to-face interaction,
Yep. You actually have to be there.
Yeah, so that's perfect because there's actually career fairs coming up too, in addition to all the workshops and talking points this week, right?
Yeah, the career fairs are really a big part of this, and this started coming together with a bunch of random career fairs in different campuses, different locations, different sponsors. So Tech Week is all about trying to bring that together in an organized fashion so that the employers have a good way to concentrate their efforts, and the potential candidates have a lot of different opportunities, not just at Manoa, but West Oahu, community college locations. We spread across the island. We'd like to get a little bit more presence on the neighbor islands, but we're starting to spread out now.
Spread out. So talking about networking, right? Networking not only within the islands, but on the outer islands is very important. So let's talk about that too. There's another special event coming up, I believe September 18th, about building your network, even if it's from all the way to the ground,
Yeah, so it's not just about hiding in the closet someplace and staying
it's
behind your camera.
the whole time,
So that's not the thing anymore. It's really about making sure that you have the other skills that are necessary.
Right.
People call them soft skills. The current buzzword is durable skills, to make sure that you can not just know what you're talking about, but you can apply, you can share the knowledge, and being able to communicate it with your customers as well as your stakeholders. Super important to get this in the mainstream of the tech world.
Okay, so in every aspect of a position, maybe in the tech space, that's important. So maybe for someone who has gone through school, had a couple of jobs, is there another event that they could go to help maybe spruce up the resume?
So the resume building is actually a really important thing too. The traditional one is you show up, there's a desk, there's a person on the other side, they go over your resume and that's it. So the spin we've put on the resume day is also about bringing other or multiple employers to the table. People have different ways or different things that they look at depending on the kinds of job, the industry they're in, the kind of company they're working for.
Right.
So the resume day really gives you the opportunity to talk to multiple employers all at the same time.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a speed dating thing, but
But for your job.
Kind of, but for your job. But to give you a different perspective in a short window of time and let different people look at your resume to polish it up for the right audience.
Right. Garrett, there's so much good information that you just told me in the short amount of time, but for people who want to maybe go to one of these events or see the full lineup, where can they go to find more information?
Yeah, so I think the main place or the primary place to go would be to the Tech Days website. And I think we're going to put a QR code up on the screen.
Oh, we definitely will.
It'll show up there, magically show up there. But on that Tech Days website, all of the different events are noted, and then there's a registration for each one. I would encourage folks to go and register. Seating is limited in many of these, so make sure you catch your slot, you register for the slot, you show up, and you get engaged and have fun.
Show up, date, get engaged, and get that job, right? We're also going to post more details on the Hi Now Daily. Garrett, thank you so much for coming in, and make sure you get all those tech jobs, guys. Good luck. We'll see you, and we'll be right back on Hi Now Daily. Thank you.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We always look forward to doing these segments where we get to bring in people from the community to share their mana'o, their story. Very excited to be sitting down with Uncle Hank Leandro. Welcome in. Mahalo for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Nice to be here.
Very excited to have you here. Okay, so we started your story a little bit earlier. Hawaii boy, born and raised, Kailua, and then Waikiki. Spent some time at Waikiki Beach. What is the story, Uncle?
Well, I graduated from Kailua. The very next day I moved to Waikiki and became a beach bum for a while until I started teaching surfing and stuff and working on the beach, and met this blonde woman, girl, fresh off the plane. I was the first guy she met. 1 year later we married, and next year it will be our 60th anniversary.
Wow, hey, congratulations.
5 kids, so yeah.
How many grandkids? 5 kids?
16 grandkids,
16 grandkids.
3 great grandkids.
Wow.
Yeah, we're overpopulating Oahu, you know, one family at a time.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, also during your years in Waikiki as well, you spent some time as an entertainer too, yeah?
Yeah, 15 years in Waikiki, and then was a studio musician, Canada, Toronto, and that kind of thing. Did opening sets for in Hawaii for groups like Journey and Loggins and Messina. So that was good times.
Oh, I bet. Waikiki back then.
All the time trying to raise a family too, right?
Right. We're looking
yeah.
at some pictures. You look like you're in the golf cart over there. You play a lot of golf too? When you
No,
can?
not anymore, no.
Not as much
I'm a
anymore.
canoe paddler, so that's all I do.
That's right. Okay, and I did want to talk about that as well, as we're looking at some pics of you and the ohana over there. Being in the water, that's been a big part of your life as well, yeah?
Big part. So for the last 30 years, I've been paddling. My grandkids all paddle, my kids all paddle, and I've been a coach for many, many years. That's my life. I mean, now I still kind of work, sort of, and but yeah, it's a huge part of my life.
Yeah, and then so what canoe club were you a part of as we're looking at some pics of you right over there? What is that?
That's Kailua Canoe Club, yeah. Oh, I don't know where you guys got all these pictures.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. We got all the secret friends.
Yeah, see, this is all a champion cruise right here.
Yeah. Right on. And so a member of the, it's Kailua side, yeah? That canoe club?
Right. So, yeah, it's such a community because, especially on the windward side, you know, the clubs actually fight for the paddlers, yeah. So 1 year you might paddle at Lanikai, next year you back at Kailua or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a great rivalry. It's been a good run.
Yeah. How do you think being in the water for all those years, paddling, being a part of that association, how's that impacted your life, you think? The ocean and being
Oh,
a paddler?
huge. Because through paddling, we've traveled a lot to, you know, places like Tahiti, New Zealand, Australia, and it's just, it's I don't know, it's just a great thing to do. I don't know, I just love it.
Oh, so awesome. And what a way to see the world too.
And I still paddle, so, you know, I'm turning 80 next month.
I know can't believe that.
And yeah, so, but I still paddle my one man. I go out to the Mokulua Islands all the time.
Yeah?
I like sunrise paddling. I like to paddle into the sunrise, and I've experienced many exciting things. You know, sharks and seals, whatever. You know, it's a lot of stories. Too many to tell now.
All right, but before I let you go as well, what is the biggest lesson you've learned throughout your life and your career?
You know, a couple things. If you deal with the ocean like all the time, you learn that you can't lie to it. You cannot fool it. It's going to win, you know. So you just got to work with it, and that's sort of like a metaphor of life too. Yeah, I think it's fair because it's, you know, you want to go up against me, you better bring it, right? So it's. But the thing I always think about when I paddle, like when I get into the water in the morning, when I dip my paddle into the water, I think about the water never leaves the earth because it goes up, you know, and then it comes down eventually in rain, snow, whatever. So when I dip my paddle into the water, it's like I'm dipping my paddle into the same water my ancestors did. So I just, wow.
Powerful, yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Hey, mahalo nui for sitting down and talking story, Uncle. Thank you
My
very much
pleasure.
for being here. And we're going to have this whole interview posted up at HighNowDaily.com. So legend right over here. Right on. Oh, that was amazing. Thank you.
Aloha, welcome back to High Now Daily. The Ho'omau Foundation Fundraising Gala Night is coming up this September 24th, a night dedicated to presenting scholarship awards and supporting the next generation of Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander students pursuing a higher education across the U.S. And that's why we have one of the founder and president, Jonelle Snood, with us, and two students, Ilihia Pohano and Kavika Navelli, with us in the studio. Aloha, welcome in.
Aloha.
You're not nervous, right? Live students, first time live television, but we're getting used to them. This is mentorship right here. But Jonelle, I want to go to you, the founder and president. Let's talk about the Ho'omau Foundation and how it started off and what you guys do.
Well, what we do is we provide scholarships, mentorship, and networking opportunities to Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islanders who are perpetuating their culture and attending a vocational school, two-year college, or four-year college anywhere in the U.S.
Amazing. And is this the first year gala, or have you guys had it before, this fundraising?
We've had two successful ones
Very
in
cool.
California. I actually live in California, and this is our very first one in Honolulu.
Okay, how special is that too? Then you get to kind of have all the recipients also be there in addition. I want to talk about that gala and presenting the scholarships. It's a combination of new students, but also returning students, correct?
That's right. Yeah. So our scholarships are recurring as long as two things happen. One, we're able to raise funds to fund the scholarship, and secondly, that they maintain eligibility. So
Yeah.
perpetuation of culture is important.
You better keep up your grades because we have two of their recurring students with us, but you could check out that scholarship right there, and this is going to be some of our recipients this year. So tell us, where do you go to school now and what year are you?
I am a second year at UH West Oahu, majoring in creative media.
Ooh, oh, you're in the perfect space right
Yes,
here.
I know.
Okay, Kavika, what about you?
Yeah, for me, I'm a junior pursuing computer science at Manoa.
Oh, I love it. And Jonelle, I want to go back to those scholarships. Like, where do they go for the students? Is it kind of like helping the tuition, or is it also a form of mentorship also?
Well, they use the funds for mainly tuition.
Right.
I've seen students pay room and board with it, laptops, supplies, lab. So that's what I've seen them do. All of our volunteers at our organization, including myself, it's all volunteers. So funds do not go towards stipends.
Oh, wow. And I see these events right there on your screen. You guys do more than just galas. You guys are fit, too. Look at that.
We do, yeah. So that's it. We also host a free virtual 5K that we started in 2021 as a way to just kind of start getting together. And we use this as a vehicle to promote Ho'omau Foundation, to let all students know that we are out there. We're available as a resource to them.
And let's talk about that resource in life, Ilihia. How has been a part of getting that kind of scholarship? What does it mean to you, and how has it affected you up to this point?
Honestly, just with the whole scholarship, of course it helped me with tuition for college, but it also taught me, or it made me learn so much things. I've met new people from the Ho'omau Foundation that I can rely on or I have support from. Such as Hokulea, who has helped me. She's my mentor.
Oh, cool.
And just with the scholarship, to me, it just means partnering with people who want to preserve our...
supporting you, too, and supporting what you want to grow, right?
Yes.
And Kavika, too, also I want to address to you, like, how's school going, right?
Well, you know, it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, but yeah, for me, building off of what she was saying, it provides a great network. Outside of our, we have personal mentors, but then it's greater than that. You have a wide network. I can meet with her mentor. I can meet with anyone else that signed up on the list. And through that, I actually got my internship at a startup here in Hawaii.
Oh, let's go.
It's awesome, yeah.
Okay, it's all connected, right?
Yeah.
It's all connected.
I love it. And Jonelle, how do people support the foundation? If maybe they're not coming at the gala, how can people learn and find out and help?
Go to our website, ho'omaufoundation.com. There's a lot of ways to help. You can help be a mentor, donate to our organization. If you're an employer and you're interested in building talent pipeline, we'd love to partner with them and look at local talent. A lot of our students, half of our students are on the continental U.S. going to school.
Right.
About 85% of our students this year are from the islands of Hawaii.
That's right.
All of them want to come back to give back to their community. So whether they're staying here in Inner Island or going to the continental U.S., they're learning, they're building, and they want to bring all that knowledge back to help their community.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for having an important foundation. It's going to be a great gala, and I'm sure you guys are excited to get that check again too.
Yes, we are.
And for everyone watching, if you want to co-support, go to ho'omaufoundation.org or go to that gala at September 24th. Just dress up and real nice. But thank you for coming in the studio. We're going to talk about more things in this show, but right now we're going to go to break. You're watching High Now Daily. Awesome. You have a gala dress ready to go? No. Very cool.
Our pets require the same amount of checkups and care as we do, and the team at VCA hospitals can help with that, making it simple and affordable as possible. Joining me now is Kristen Kameng, veterinarian assistant at VCA Kapolei. Thank you for joining me today.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having us.
Of course. I mean, our pets are so special to us, and that's why it's important to put their care first. And I know that you folks have a lot of tips on how we can do that. So could you please share with us, as pet owners, what should we know?
Okay, so usually for our pets, we do recommend bringing them in at least annually. Some pets, as they get older, we do want them to come in a little bit more frequently, just like us when we're older. We come in more frequently, get checked out. The doctor does a full examination, checking out heart, lungs, organ function. So we do recommend doing some blood work, updating your core vaccines. Those ones will differ by region, but here in Hawaii, we do have quite a bit of them. Some of them would be like the distemper parvo combination, leptospirosis vaccine, bordetella vaccine. Rabies, while not required here in the state of Hawaii, will sometimes be required in the mainland.
Very cool. Now, different types of care depending on where your pet is at, whether they're a young pup or kitten, all the way up to as they age, just like our kupuna.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to bring your pet in maybe a little more often as they get older.
Yes, ideally we do want to check on them, make sure that we get baseline, see how they're doing, make sure that everything's functioning the way it's supposed to. That way we can keep them healthy as long as we can.
Very cool. You were talking with me earlier about some of the specialty services that you folks offer and some of the care packages as well.
Yes.
Can you run through some of that with me?
Yeah, I actually did bring a little bit of a brochure. So one of the things that VCA offers is Care Club. So it is a wellness plan. Unfortunately, it's not pet insurance, but we do have pet insurance that we accept. A lot of times it takes the different stages of life and what they require and breaks it down into more monthly payments to make it a little bit more manageable. So we do encourage you to bring in your pet, get them what they need to give them the life that they want to live.
Beautiful. And it kind of helps you stay in these guidelines and makes you more aware of having to bring them in often. Sometimes we get so busy with life. Maybe you have your pets, you also have children, you have aging parents that you might be taking care of. So always kind of keeping that in mind that you have this care, this program that you can really rely on makes it helpful, yeah?
Yes, it does. And it just encourages to actually bring them in. The pricings do go up and everything like that, but we want you to be able to bring them in, get them checked out, and not have money as the issue.
Yeah, and speaking of money, you mentioned that you guys also use third-party vendors when it comes to insurance. So if that's something you're into, then you can also talk to the staff there as well.
Yes, we do accept different insurances, care credit and everything like that. We're just trying to get it out for you guys.
Absolutely. Speaking of getting information out to the people, you guys are also doing events throughout the year at VCA Kapolei. Can you share?
Yes, so we do quarterly wellness events with some discounts that we try to offer to the public. We also have other things where we do outreaches with the public in general. In Kapolei, we've done Pet Expo and everything like that. So different things that we try to give back to the community for.
Awesome. Do you guys have Instagram, social media handles that you want everybody to know about so that they can follow along when there are those events and to learn more about how they can make an appointment for their pet?
Yes, so you can actually reach us at our clinic hospital at 808-674-9643 or follow us on any social media, our Instagram and our Facebook, VCA Kapolei.
Awesome, Kristen. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. It was wonderful being here.
Awesome. All the information, head to their website, but we'll also have it on HighNowDaily.com. Mahalo.
incredible journey across the Pacific.
It's an honoring of this ancient connection so that we never forget.
2 canoes connecting us all.
We have to pay respect to the center of where voyaging began.
This ocean that connects us, that allows us the ability to go 2,700 miles, all the way back to our mother home, Tahiti.
Hokulea, path through the Pacific.
Here to tell us more about the journey, our very own Mahia Lenny Richardson. Welcome in.
Aloha, Kainoa. Great to see you.
Very excited to have you here, and what a story to tell as we celebrate now 50 years of Hokulea.
Yeah, and we were along the journey, not the whole way from Hilo, but just for the arrival ceremonies in Raiatea and Papaete, Tahiti. And Papaete is where Hokulea first arrived in 1976. Kainoa, if you can only imagine, thousands of people receiving the canoe. So that's what we just saw a few months ago. And so our story shares that journey and also goes to the very center of where wayfinding began. It's actually where you and I and all Native Hawaiians came from. It's our wayfinding history in Raiatea, a very sacred place.
That is beautiful. And in addition to that, Hokulea has become this amazing symbol to so many of us, and such a link from the past to the present and now to the future. I do know as well, in addition to our H&N team, students from Kamehameha schools were able to share in the experience as well.
That's right. These students are renowned dancers and renowned singers, and they go along with Hokulea for these cultural voyages and these arrival ceremonies. So they provide the ceremony, the dance, and they provide the glue, and it's so amazing. I'm really impressed to watch all these students. They keep it together. They're so focused, and then when it's time to relax, they have fun. I mean, we went on a lot. Imagine 17 and 18-year-old students in the middle of paradise. Some of them have never been out of the country before, and so it was quite a wild ride for us just to be with these energetic kids.
Okay, now what route were you folks a part of? I know it was you and another one of our videographers as well. Where did you guys traverse?
So it was with John Suyat, and so we went from Honolulu, the airport, so we weren't sailing for 3 weeks like Hokulea, but then we went to Papaete, and then we went to Raiatea to receive Hokulea. And one of the amazing things is that when you're on Hokulea, you're with the crew. And so part of one of our journeys is we had to go from the dock on a boat to meet Hokulea in between Tahiti and Moorea. And I don't know about you, Kainoa, but I get really seasick, and Hokulea was going like this, and we had to jump on board from a small fishing boat. So I just took a deep breath. I was scared. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna wait for the right moment, the right swell to, kind of get that right moment. And I just grabbed onto Mama Hoku and held on for dear life. And so, yeah, we were there safely. And once we arrived in Papaete, there was a ceremonial arrival. And so all of the Hokulea crew members, they are lifted from the canoe with these Tahitian men, on their shoulders. So once they were done, we did it too. So I sat on their shoulders, and my photographer, John Suyat, he's gonna kill me for saying this, but he's muscular, as I would say. And he sat on those men too, and he was ceremonially carried to the shoreline with all of the thousands of people.
What an incredible experience. Mahia, you are someone who has had the opportunity over an illustrious career to tell some amazing stories. What was this personal experience like for you?
Well, I'm just so grateful to the Polynesian Voyaging Society and Kamehameha schools and all of the media teams in Tahiti and French Polynesia for just welcoming us and showing us so much aloha. My genealogy goes all the way back to Tahiti. I have these really long scrolls that go back 1,000 years, and you can see all of the names to Tahiti. So to go back to the place that all Native Hawaiians are from is just so special for me, and to share these stories along the journey. We started in Alaska, we went to San Francisco, Lahaina, Hilo. Now it's, they're in the South Pacific, and we're hoping to go to Aotearoa, New Zealand. Just hoping, praying. So yeah. Just so many exciting adventures ahead.
Very exciting. Hainao Daily wants to be a part of that Aotearoa trip as well, let me tell you.
Come along.
Mahia, thank you so much. And again, for more information as well, Hokulea, Path Through the Pacific, head to hainaodaily.com.
Aloha. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. A popular hip-hop dance crew, the Jabbawockeez, made a big donation at a new center in Honolulu that's just for kids. And I got the chance to check it all out, and we'll have exclusive interview bits soon.
Also, Jabbawockeez, are you kidding? I remember them like with the Phantom mask.
They still exist.
Also, big time mahalo for them, man. That's unbelievable donation. And you know, that donation was for the Lili'u Okalani Center, which recently underwent a dramatic transformation. Our Mahealani Richardson has this story.
Remember TGI Fridays and the Honolulu Club? Well, it has been transformed to a brand new space, and the Jabbawockeez have made a big donation to make it happen.
The hip-hop dance crew, known for their white masks and gloves, showed off their moves and gave a $65,000 donation to the Lili'u Okalani Trust. The Jabbawockeez got famous in 2006 on America's Got Talent and won MTV's America's Best Dance Crew 2 years later. They now have a Las Vegas show, but the Jabbawockeez owners say they love performing in Hawaii, especially with one owner's family ties to the islands and Filipino roots.
The people of Hawaii were always very welcoming whenever we got here, as far as any performances that we did. Always made us feel like family, always made us feel like Lohana.
The 8-story Lili'u Okalani Center is on ward and services Hawaiian youth 12 through 24.
It's been completely renovated, and it's just a really beautiful space of play, imagination. There's all kinds of places for young people to explore.
There's a dance studio, theater with 155 seats that are retractable. A gym with basketball, volleyball, and pickleball was transformed into a conference space today, a textiles room, and a variety of programs and services.
We're from a garage culture, and so you walk into this space, this beautiful space, and now, you know, many more possibilities are, like what he said, is waiting to happen.
The Lili'u Okalani Trust says the renovations took 3 years, and the stars of the Renovation Aloha TV show were invited guests to see it firsthand.
Blown away. Like, I mean, what they've done with the old TGI Fridays and Honolulu Club, I'm really maximized the space. So many different design changes. It's real bright, big, open, colorful, inviting.
The amount of teamwork I knew it took to manifest and create all of these different spaces for children, from, you know, a recording studio to a musical theater to, I felt like I was in a news station broadcast room. It's phenomenal.
The Lili'u Okalani Center opened earlier this summer. The official programs will launch in October, and families wanting more info can go to onipa'a.org.
Wow, okay, I love so much about that story. Also, big time shout out again to the Jabbawockeez, making such a substantial contribution like that.
A big donation. And I was also there last Thursday, an amazing location. We're gonna have to check that out too another time. But I also got to ask the Jabbawockeez about their ties to Hawaii.
My dad and their family moved here on the boat. My grandfather actually joined the Navy, and they all moved from the boat from Hawaii when my dad was like 4 years old. And so pretty much he's been living here his whole life. From Hawaii, he ended up joining the Air Force and then moving to San Diego, moving our family out there to San Diego. That's where we ended up being in the mainland. But I still have a lot of family that's out here, that lives like just around Oahu, and it's great to be able to come back here and get to see them every once in a while, share stories. A lot of times they tell me a lot of stories about my dad that, you know, I didn't know, from high school to elementary and everything. My dad went to a high school over here. He gave me his actual high school ring. So yeah, and also his high school jewelry. So this is King Kamehameha. Yeah, so he gave me his high school ring. He gave me his necklace and everything. So I've had this forever, and it always feels like home. Yeah.
I'm from Sacramento. We moved to San Diego, and that's where I got to meet this guy.
Yeah.
And create, you know, and we got to develop Jabbawockeez there in San Diego. And from there, one of our first gigs was here in Hawaii, and we were in Blaisdell. And yeah, and that was kind of like one of my first times here as a young adult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Jabbawockeez. And so this always was always stuck with me, because this is one of the first places we got to travel as like a dance group together.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah. And that was my first Hawaii experience.
Oh my God, you gotta check that out. The Jabbawockeez also have a live show in Vegas, and they just signed a long-term deal with the MGM Grant for a brand new production called Frequency. And it starts all on October 25th. Go scan the code right there on your screen. And I asked them while they're here, what is their favorite grinds here in Hawaii?
Oh, good question.
Oh man. I'm always going for the poke. I'm always going to Foodland. That's the first thing I'm going to. Like, I'm touching down, and we're going to Foodland. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's like one of the main spots. Always Foodland. Anytime that I ask my cousins, hey man, what's new out here? He's all, hey man, just go Foodland. They have everything there. I'm like, all right, yeah, poke, poke for sure. Yeah.
Definitely poke, definitely acai.
Yeah.
Poke and acai, maybe together. I don't know if that sounds good, but I will try.
Giovanni's, Giovanni. I like going to Giovanni's in North Shore whenever to get shrimp trunk. Yeah.
We got the crew behind us.
Yeah.
Wow, hey, Jabbawockeez, man, that is what's up. And also Foodland Poke, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
He also
that is
said
sage advice.
acai and poke, though. I don't know about that combo. I don't know if we tried that yet.
Would you sub the rice for the acai and then put the poke on top? That just sounds crazy.
We could try it on a Foodland 5, I feel like
we could. Or maybe that's a Kitchen Scraps episode.
That would be fun. Run to the Foodland pantry, grab one acai, one poke, maybe some shoyu.
They make some pretty creative stuff over there. And also with that being said, a brand new episode of Kitchen Scraps will air this Sunday, 7 p.m. on Hawaii News Now on K5. It's going to be a big one. We're going to post on the Kitchen Scraps Instagram who the judges are, who the contestants are. This one, we celebrate a day at the beach. That's
day at the beach.
Yeah.
You know, so it's summer all the time here in Hawaii, but if you guys haven't been watching the second season, you need to, and you can go watch it on kitchenscraps.tv. They have all the episodes there. I know all of Hawaii is watching even now. Even one of our camera crews, Joey, was actually at my Lee's Thai restaurant last night, and people were cooking and they were watching the TV, I heard.
No, yeah, I mean, it's been an amazing opportunity to give chefs, local chefs especially, the platform, you know?
Right.
To be able to kind of showcase their skills, different kind of environment, kind of competition style setting. For a lot of the contestants we have too, they say this is like the first time I've done anything like this. So they're able to create some magic.
Well, I mean, the ball guy came in on the first episode, right? I interviewed him and I asked him, I was like, who are you here cooking for? And he took a second. And, you know, he's always known for that food truck, North Shore, right? But he said, today I'm cooking for myself. And he showed up.
Yeah, he did. And that's how we kicked off season 2. So again, brand new episode drops this Sunday, 7 p.m. KF5. And in addition to that, we got a ton of fun coming up on High Now too.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be so much fun. This week coming up, Lauren's gonna be on Kauai. I don't know for what, you're gonna have to tune in. What are you doing this week?
Plus two, what else? It's gonna be a busy week. We've got music that's gonna be on tomorrow.
That's right.
Obviously, a Taste of Ward is also taking place as well. We've had the opportunity to feature a lot of the local restaurants participating.
I think I'm just recovering still from our birthday, our 7th birthday that we celebrated last week. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure you check it on highnowdaily.com. But be sure to follow us on Instagram. I'm Natalie Duran.
I'm Kainoa Carlson. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Rach is back. Lauren is back. Lots to look forward to.